Welcome back. So today we're going to do my first project video, which I haven't done a project video yet, but we're going to try and replicate these crochet pants that I've seen on Pinterest. I wanted to make it with the fit with the bikini for my sister, but I kind of want to attempt it first and then see how she reacts, and then if she loves the pair I make for myself, then I'll make her a pair. No, should I just make her a pair? In my last video I done like a stash cleanup of my yarn that I bought when I first started knitting, and I became quite obsessed with buying yarn, and I just want to clear a lot of it out, and I think this is a great project to do so. I have a type of yarn that I bought that I just don't see myself ever using. Let me get it. What I think I'm going to do is make the pants out of this and white. My sister in the summer gets super tan. Like, I don't know if they should do it with white or with black, because this is white light in itself, so they might just look like white pants. But yeah, I've got a lot of it. And I just think crochet is a good way to use it up, and I think this is a fun project to do so, because with her tan and with it all sort of tasseling, I think it's going to look great. I found this massive bag, skein of this purple, which could be fun. This blue. Maybe rather than doing white, I'll do like a mix of these colours, and there is no white, and then this is like the pale colour. I've got little bits of pink, and I've got that little skein of that too. I do have a brighter purple as well. These are my colours. I kind of hate the yellow. If I get rid of the yellow, because there is yellow, oh my gosh. There is yellow in this, but it's so light. Please excuse the appearance, it's the next day. I'm just having one of those days where I don't feel that good about anything. For the pants, I've made my crochet band. So what I'm thinking is I might double fold this one over and put like a little I-cord through it, but that's the band. I then started making some of the pant, and then I realised I had done this band the same as half of this, whereas I wanted to do panel, panel, back panel, back panel. So this is too big, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. It was my practice. Then I started working on the smaller version of it. Same colour scheme, but just 30 across instead of 56 or something. I'm not a crocheter, I am a knitter, so this is probably why everything's going wrong. I just hate doing all the colour changes and all of that. So then I saw this TikTok, and I've decided to do that technique with my ball colours. I'm making this design loading up this yarn. So then I only have like one ball to take, and then it just does the colour changes when it does the colour changes. I just want to try it because I don't like lugging around a bag full of different yarns, especially if I want to go out or like move around the house. Just taking one ball's going to be fine. You're really seeing me at my finest today, but here is my finished ball. It was getting to the point where I couldn't really grab my hand around it very well. This took me about 30 minutes to wind up and cut, and so I want to know, like, is this going to make a whole pant leg? Is this going to make half a pant leg? Like, I don't know. Gosh, I am a mess today. Why am I filming? I have done a few colour changes already on my yarn, but as you can see, what I thought was like small batches is at least a couple of rows for most of the colours, or a row and a half. I like them further away. Like, I thought having them with only like a few stitches would be cute, but actually when you're looking at a whole pant, having a few rows is probably better and less chaotic. You can see on this side I've increased. It was 30 and now it's 37 stitches. So not sure how I've done that, or if I'm going to keep doing that. And then this side is like scalloped. Don't know what I'm doing or how I'm doing that. It is so much nicer to work with this though. Like, I'm not thinking, I'm just stitching. We're continuing. The journey is continuing. I'm now at 39 stitches. It started at 30. And like, I don't mind it growing, because hopefully like Tammin will wear it at her like a smaller part, and so then it covers her hips. But I want it to stop growing now. I don't understand. I'm now decreasing on accident. So what I thought was gonna stop it increasing has now decreased. So every round I'm losing one instead of gaining one. I feel like this is why crochet is not, like, I learnt crochet, but then I didn't bother to really learn crochet. And so now whenever I'm doing anything, it makes me angry and I go back to knitting, which I did learn more techniques and like understand how to decrease and increase and what happens and blah 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 blah. But now it just means that this is infuriating. Like, why? And I don't think it matters because I'm going to stitch it all together anyway, so it doesn't need to be that good, and it's meant to be a baggy pant, but it is annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. We just had a colour change, and some of the yarn is thicker, so the actual rainbow yarn and the lilac are way thicker than the rest. So when it goes back to the smaller yarn, it's a bit funny. This is the moment of truth. There should be 36 on here if I haven't done a decrease or an increase. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Alright, so I haven't decreased or increased at all in this row. Let me see if I can do it 2 times in a row. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, I've worked it out. I've worked it out. So when I'm at the end of the row, I was doing 3 little guys, turning it, and then I was putting it into the like first stitch, but I need to put it into the second stitch. Okay, a couple of rows ago I realised I was decreasing again somehow. Wait, why am I filling in vertical? How long have I been filming in vertical for? Shit. Has it been this whole time in the bedroom? Fuck. You're not meant to be vertical. Oh, it's definitely been the whole time. I don't know how much I've seen because I just realised I've been filming in vertical pretty much this whole day, so somehow I'll include the footage, but whatever. Anyway, a few rows back I realised that once again I'm decreasing. Look at the shape of this, like higgledy-piggledy. So I done a few rows with something different rather than going in the one I showed you before. I went into a different hole and then that worked. It wasn't increasing. Now I've counted and I'm at 36 and I was at 34 a few rows back, so now I'm increasing again. And I honestly can't work out why. I don't understand. I don't understand how I keep increasing or not increasing. Do I do 2 and then go into that? Not 3 and into that. I'm actually going to have a meltdown. I think tomorrow's going to be better for me, and you're going to, like, the energy change in this video is going to be incredible. Like, you'll see me tomorrow and be like, whoa, she's happy today, you can tell. But for now, what am I doing? But I like the colours. Well, it's actually going to look like this with all the tassels out. I don't know if I brush those or if I leave them as, like, tassels, or should I, like, fluff them up a bit. That I aren't skipping the last stitch. I think I am when I decrease, but when I increase, I'm obviously not skipping anything. My stitches are meant to stack on top of each other? Well, now I've learnt something new, because look at that. They are not really stacking. A little bit. But I thought they were meant to go in between each other.
Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today is a quickie tip for Facebook.
A quickie tip.
Questioning a triangle. We know what happens to stitch.
Yes.
So I'm going to teach you this today on. So let's
he laughed and Rich just then.
Is that here is double crochet, and I'm teaching. A lot of people, what they do is they put in an extra stitch right in the very beginning like this, and then all of a sudden when you come back to this, is that you're going to start getting bigger and bigger because.
Yes, I am.
So each one of these stitches as an apartment building, and you're stacking the apartment buildings up. It makes it a lot easier. So the very next stitch.
Oh no, so I was right to go onto that one.
I'm just going to double crochet myself across.
Then why was I decreasing? How did I end up decreasing? The way he giggles is so cute.
Mate,
They're not stacking on top of each other, they're slightly ajar. Good morning! Good morning, it's a new day. I'm feeling a lot better today, so here's what I've done so far. So, as you can see, there's a lot of like decreases and increases and all sorts happening at the start, but by the end, she's pretty straight. Now she's not 100% straight because the yarn, like this white yarn compared to like the purple and the multicoloured, different. I love the hack where you wind the yarn pre-doing this, but it does mean that there are some weird changes because I've just winded it without thinking. So like at the bottom, it's the top. At the bottom here, there's a massive chunk of white, and then it's kind of giving stripy. So like they finished and ended about 2 rows each, and so it's given stripes instead of playful, which when it's on the crazy side, which it's going to be on, I think it doesn't matter as much, but I kind of don't like how it's stripy. I want it more patchy. So I think when I rewind a new yarn, I'm going to have more random like tiny bits. So have the bigger sections, but then a random tiny bit like this blue with the pink, where the pink surrounds the blue. So there's like a tiny bit and then a bigger bit. This isn't going to be a full view, but here it roughly is. And I think when it blocks, it's going to block to the leg. I don't know how blocking works in crochet. So I'm going to leave this one here in hopes that once I'm going to block it, it's going to stretch down and be like a full pant leg. Now for the creation of the pant, the top up here is 30. And 30 works with my band I've made. What I'm going to do is just grow it like I have here. So like my next one will also have this growth. Did I say I've got a hair mask in? That's why I'm a slick Rick. Well, if I didn't, that's why. There's my progress. Look how neat that is compared to my last one. And this increases, so now we've got 35. So this is all my increases and now it's going straight up. So neat! Like, compared to this rigmarole of ups and downs, it is so neat. But yeah, I'm happy with my progress. I think I'm now getting the hang of crochet. It is doing the striping that I don't really like, but we've only got this much of that pre-made ball left. I've been doing blue for a while and I've looked down at my ball and I have so much blue left to go and I don't want a massive like chunk of blue. So I'm going to do to like halfway and then I'm going to continue winding the yarn again and just build off this, I think. And I'm going to do more colour changes than I have been. It's a few days later. I went to my potluck and I finished another panel. So I have 2 panels now. To about here. So I think they're going to stretch is my hope once I block them. But I haven't blocked them yet. That's on the agenda as something to do. I went to a bike event at a local pub last night and got a bit more done. And so we're nearly, maybe this is halfway through leg 3. Run out of the pink. So, like this one actually currently has 0 pink on it, but thankfully there's a little bit more pink on this ball. I think I'm out of pink everywhere. I haven't filmed much of the process because I've been out and about while I've been working on it. Much the same, it's just double crochet or triple crochet or whatever kind of crochet it is in a square. And I've mastered the square I think now, so that's good. So I'll just do the panels and then once I've done the panels, then I'm going to block them and then decide what to do about how wide they are because I don't think they're wide enough. Although when they're blocked, maybe they're going to stretch a bit. I don't really know how crochet works, so we'll find out. Good morning, welcome to another day. I'm sorry I keep coming to you to this area and I don't show you the process, but it's been very hectic here and there's been people everywhere. And I just kind of sometimes find it annoying to film in front of them. I need to get over it. But anyway, that shall all be fixed as of today, tomorrow, so you'll actually see more of the vlog. Now I'm on my 3rd panel. I ran out of my ball yarn, so I'm pulling apart this piece that I made that was too big, just so I can get some of this pink back into this because The last panel didn't have enough pink, I feel. But otherwise it's going well, I think. I think we'll know how well it's going once everything's blocked and I start to put it into a pant shape. And that's where it's going to show that I don't know how to crochet. I'm going to block my first 3 pant legs because I'm kind of getting bored of crocheting, so I've got to get to the next step. I am doing this in my kitchen sink, so also don't judge me for that. Wiggly wobbly. Please ignore my boyfriend's tradie socks. But now that we've blocked those, it's coming to like a nice length on my leg. So I think that's going to block nicely. So I'm just going to drape it over this and hope that that doesn't like stretch it too much. I feel like I want to stretch it sideways as well, but I don't know if I want to like block it on the floor or if I want it like this. That should work quite well, I think. Maybe I'll re-block it later if I need once it's put together. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave them drying like this because I don't really know how crochet blocks, so this might either make them very gappy like down here and really stretched, or it might make it fine. I don't really know, but I think this is the way I want to dry them because they're not that wet anymore. I really got rid of lots of the water out of them, so I think this is fine, and that will give us the length we need. And then it's just the width that I'm a little bit worried about, but hopefully we can sort that all out. I've just finished filming my current stash video, which I filmed months ago, and I've lost like the middle section of it, so I've had to refilm part of it. But I need to show you my blocked pants compared to my unblocked pants because it's crazy. It's still a little bit damp, but here as it is, goes all the way down, like it flows nicely, beautiful. Here is the unblocked version next to it. Like it's just a lot more rigid, it doesn't go as low. Can you see the difference on camera? Because like in my real life you can see how like this feels hard, it feels like it's not moving with your body, it's just kind of there. And then this one feels all drapey and nice comparative. So I'm very excited for this, but confirmed not wide enough. I found more pink. During my video before, I found lots of pink, which is so exciting because I thought I'd run out of pink, so this is great. I'm winding yet another ball of yarn. Now this one is very short tassels because I'm going to use it to make the sides of the pants, and I never explained it in the video, but what I'm going to do is to connect the front panel to the back panel of the same side. Down the side I'm going to panel them together with like maybe a 3 or 4 wide crochet block, but this I want to have heaps of tassels. So as you can see from the ball, it is like shorter sections so that there's more tassels. I'm hoping that covers a lot of the jankiness of the big panels, but also when Tammin is shimmying around the festival, it's going to give cool motion to the pants, and even if they're slightly not fitting as well as I'd like, you won't be able to tell as much because there's more going on, is my thoughts. I don't know if it'll work just because I don't have any measurements or anything like that, and I've never made pants. I think this will cover up a lot of my blunders. So here I am trying to actually do what I've planned. It was so hard. I don't know why. In my brain it was like, yes, this is going to be easy, and then I was putting it into the wrong hole, or like it would be like 4 across and then it was suddenly 2 across, and I didn't know why, and the tassels were absolutely getting in the way. And look, I'm still going. Like, this has had cuts in between, and I'm still only on like the first row or the second row. It was so impossibly hard. I just couldn't wrap my brain around it for like maybe an hour or so. And then I finally kind of got it, but the inside, so janky. Like, I'm so glad there's tassels on it, because otherwise you wouldn't wear this. Like, you would be able to see all the imperfections. It's been a while since I've worked on this craft. I don't really like crochet. I can't do it without like really thinking about it, whereas knitting I can kind of sort of freestyle and I'm fine. Crochet takes a lot more mental toll on me, and I don't really enjoy it as much. So I do need to take breaks. After how annoying it was to join the last 2 panels together, I just didn't want to do it anymore. And then today I found out that Tammin has a festival in a week, and I think this might be the outfit for that festival, because it's still November, so it's not as hot as it could be for some of the other festivals that she's going to go throughout summer, and I think it'll be cute. Maybe she won't wear it for this festival, but I want to try and get it sent up to her before this festival, so I need to continue to work on it. I've got them both bad side to bad side, but one is considerably longer than the other. They're the same amount of stitches, but like, what is happening? Can you see how much more this leg has on it? I think it should be fine though, because if I just make sure I'm linking size to size and then I re-block it once I've put it together, that'll work, won't it? Because if I'm only going stitch to stitch, it can't really make it worse. My crochet was feeling rather weird, and so I've looked, and look, this spins. What, my face is in this. Let me put my face away. So it was like knitting weird. Oh my gosh, please focus on this. Oh my god, it's not focusing and it's annoying me. Anyway, this is coming out, it's twisting. This is my only crochet hook, apart from like a really tiny one. I'm actually doing a lot better than last time. I kind of understand what I needed to do now that I've like worked it out from the last time I did it. So it's going a lot faster, and I'm not worried about where the tails are ending up, because last time I cared about the tails, and this time I've just decided not to care, and at the end I'll just push them all through to the side I want the tails on, rather than trying to force them while I actually crochet. I think that's going to be better in the long run, because that took up a lot of time as well. But other than that, I think I'm like getting it a lot faster. Like, it's not as horrible. And I've got like this much through already. I don't know how much battery we've got or storage, but I'm going to go now to my friend's birthday. I'm taking my knitting and not the crochet, but I'm nearly finished, so catch me. Good morning. Please ignore the hair. I've got a hair mask in, and today I am blocking the pants. So I have finished putting the waistband on, and now I've left them open, and I'm going to block them on an actual blocking board because I want to kind of stretch them out. Currently the pants are low tied, and so I kind of want them to be a bit longer. So we'll see how that works. And then I've looked up this tutorial on how to do the bikini top. So that looks really easy, so I'll do the bikini top today too. I feel all over the place, like I feel a little bit anxious today. I don't know what that feeling is. I think it's a lot of things and I just feel a little bit like overwhelmed. So what I'm going to do is block this, and then I'm going to do a workout or two. I'm going to do a dance workout by the Fitness Marshal, and then I'm going to do a Caroline workout. Here they are on the screen, and I think that will get me sort of less anxious, and then I'll either do some work or I'll work on the bikini. I haven't decided. It would actually be perfect if I could send this set off tomorrow, because then it will give Tim time to send me footage of her wearing it before this goes out on Wednesday. So that would be lovely, but will that happen? Who knows? Now, I don't have the best setup for blocking. I kind of just do what I need to do and hope it works. So that's where we're going. That worked, okay? Can you hear me? Yes. I feel a lot better now. I done like 4 or 5 Fitness Marshal songs, and then I done a mobility duo, which is a snowboarder sort of themed workout, and I done that for half an hour. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm feeling better. I've gotten and dropped my car off for a waff actually, so I'll probably, oh that needs water, I probably won't be feeling good when I get that news back, but for now I feel good. So I'm going to set up outside and enjoy some sunshine while I crochet the bikini top. I think I'll wear my bikini, so whatever footage you get from here, you're lucky to get, because who knows what state I'll be in. Turns out I wasn't in my bikini, I wore a shirt for this, so that's kind of me. I worked on this bikini outside, and honestly, this was so easy. Like, I really enjoyed following this tutorial. It was really straightforward. She made it really easy. Visually, you could see everything she was doing, and so that really helped. After freestyling the rest of this, I'm so glad I looked up a tutorial and didn't try and do it myself. Now, there are parts where it is still janky, I do admit that. Typical me, but with the tassels and all of that, I made them a bit long, so I cut them down later, but I just didn't really explain any of this process in my videos, so a voiceover was the way to do it. But I absolutely adore the bikini, and as you can see, I worked over it for a couple days. So I worked that day, and then the next day was kind of cold and sad, so I was just in my bed working away. I think I'm once again re-rolling a new ball. Yes I am. I've done this a lot, and although it was annoying to do this process, when I was actually crocheting, it all made up for it. And look, you can see my little bikini in the background. I just watched YouTube and done this, and it was great. Long time no speak to the camera. I look like this because I just got back from the sauna, which was wonderful. But let's finally finish this crochet garment. So look what I've got. I've made the bikini. Here's the back side of it, so you can kind of see the details. The great thing about having crochet and having the tassels out means that some of my janky crochet skills are hidden within that, so that's perfect. Cute, fun, done. I've tried it on. It's like kind of my size, but then should also be Taman's size, so it should be fine. I've made some cords for the waistband, and now today I am finally crocheting the pant seams down. I am hoping these fit. I'm hoping they don't look janky, and honestly, once I start seaming, I can't try them on. I'm not gonna know if they look bad or good. Don't know what level of crotch, like how far down do I make a crotch? I'm thinking to like there. I've tried to seam this so many times and I don't like it. am dying at the last hurdle. Look at me in the fetal position, dying. So I'm trying to do it with a crochet hook, but I don't know crochet, like, because I've done it in double, triple, treble, triple, double, whatever I've done it in. I can't tell what's a new stitch or what's an old stitch or what's part of the duplicates, and I feel like it just doesn't look as smooth. And then so then I tried to do it just in the holes and it didn't look good, and then finally I just thought I'll do it, and I done it, and then the front side looked awful. So maybe I'll get a needle out and actually sew it like that, and maybe that could look better. Maybe, I think that will look better. Alright, I guess I have to go get a needle, but if this doesn't work, maybe I should just Google how to do it. But yeah, we're nearly there. This is the last hurdle of this event, and there's been many a hurdle, as you've seen. Or as you probably haven't seen, I've just told you, because I haven't filmed as well as I would have liked, which I'm getting used to filming my process with garments, and a lot of the time when I am knitting, I am in my most vulnerable state and don't look great. So I think I need to either accept that you're going to see me looking like this most of the time, or get a little bit jazzed up and then do my knitting and crochet journeys. But I will try and get better at doing this whole filming thing. This is my first actual project vlog, so I'm going to work on that. But then for next week's video, I'm going to do like a week in my life, kind of, this is when I'm doing this and this and this, and so I think that will also be a good style. I don't know, give me feedback, please. But yeah, I did end up going with a needle and thread method, but not thread, yarn, the same yarn I've been using the whole time. This is just the method I know on how to connect things together, and it's what I use for knitting, so I felt most comfortable with it. And after trying for about an hour to actually crochet anything to make this work, the inside seams, I just gave up and I done it with a needle and thread. I don't know if this is traditional for crochet or if it's not. Like, I don't actually know anything, but it was a great way to do it in the end because it's just what I know. But look how slow and painful I am when I do this. Like, this, it was so painful to watch back, and I've cut out so many of these scenes, but look how slowly I work. It is insane. But yes, this was the final hurdle. Now, I didn't mention it and I didn't film it, but on this, I did have to add some more rows at the bottom because they were too short. So I think I added 4 rows per leg on the end, just to make them a bit longer. And I still think I could have made them longer again, but I didn't. I just left it. Like, you'll see in this video, there's a quick clip of me wearing it, and then I pass it straight on to Tammin, and you can watch Tammin's full unboxing video. Unvideo, that doesn't make sense. But yes, Tammin told me to cut her video down, and I thought it's funny to watch the whole thing. So I hope you enjoy the final reaction and her wearing them, because I am so stoked with how everything turned out. Let's open a package. Alright. Let's close that door. Alright. Let's open a package. Oh, it's got my favourite colour in it. Here's a sneak peek. Oh, what could this be? Oh my god. Should have probably got some scissors. Oh. Let's see what this is. Oh my god. Oh, I thought mittens. No. It's, oh my god, it's so fun. It's a top. Oh, she sent me a link to open it with, but I didn't do that for inspo. Oh my god, and some happening pants. Alright, give me 1 minute. Wait, these are so fun. And dance, 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 dance.
dance. Oh my god, this is so fun. Model chic, model pose, model whoa. Oh, look how fun. God, she's gonna love editing me do this. So fun, so fresh. Let me get more of a upper look. Pose and walk and pose. Oh my god, I love these. Oh, they fit so good. Hoop in a hoop ride. My cheek right beside. Got you gonna be mad, you're gonna ride. Fun!